this took over in 2003, or between 2003 and 2004, when I started as editor-in-chief of the EJNMMI. It was a fast process because once you decide to go for an online system, from one day to the next one, all authors must start submitting online. So it was quite a fast process. We adopted one of the available professional online systems that are available for journals to handle the review process, the submission, the review, and the decision process. And I believe that from the side of the editors and the editorial board and the reviewers, this was very, very soon easily adopted. And by the authors, it was also, I believe, very, very fast. It was very welcome from the very beginning that submission was efficient and fast. Decisions were taken faster, and communication was facilitated by the online system and all the tools that are available by employing this type of electronic submission and handling. I'm totally convinced of this. I believe that the role of an editor, at least for a major journal, is a full-time job, or almost a full-time job, and that requires a professional approach. On a volunteer basis or just part-time, it is difficult to handle all the processes and to pay attention to all the submissions, and in general to do all the tasks that are the ones that the editor-in-chief must perform. And that should be professionally approached. So I believe that either the publisher or either the societies, if the societies own the journal, must establish a professional contract with the editor-in-chief. That the success has been based on fast and balanced review process. So authors have the immediate impression that the review process by the peers is done in a fast and efficient way and with balance. So the reviews they get are balanced. The authors cannot perceive any type of bias, and they believe that the reviews are detailed and well structured and helpful to improve the manuscript. If this is the case, then the authors easily accept the decision. If it is positive, the authors are happy, but if the decision is negative, is to decline the manuscript, if this is based on well-structured, balanced and reasonable reviews, then that's accepted. So on one side, a fast and efficient review process, so the time is not wasted. And then the other issue here that facilitates the success is for the journal to be able to attract submissions on the true relevant topics, the ones that are having a clinical impact, or are likely to have a clinical impact, or an impact on the clinical practice or the way we handle the patients. So I would say it's a combination of these two factors: fast and balanced review process, and the ability to attract the appropriate papers that will have an impact on practice and on the general knowledge. Well, I would say that in general, at the global or at the national level, it is important to be well connected with the professionals in the field and well connected with the clinical practice. So the journal is well aware of what is going on in the respective specialty and what are the issues, what are the clinical problems, what are the issues that need to be addressed by the journal. So I would say that this connection has to exist. And then, same as it applies for large journals, the national journal has to be able to offer a fast and balanced review process. I don't think so. I believe that there is a space. On one side, our respective fields have substantial differences, despite we all focus more or less on imaging. In general, nuclear medicine journals also incorporate therapy and issues related to the therapeutical use of radionuclides or labeled substances. And in fact, the proof that this is the case, when we look at the list of journals that are available and relevant, for example, in terms of impact factor, the nuclear medicine journals have a high impact factor, sometimes higher than the radiology journals. That means that they are well appreciated by the readership, by the scientific communities, and that reflects an interest from the side of the scientific community. Although it is true that both nuclear medicine and radiology journals should have a broad scope and should try to incorporate, when relevant, the use of hybrid technologies or the use of techniques that, despite belong or come from a different specialty, are relevant to our field, because either we compete with them or we should try to demonstrate added value, or we should compare our results with those from other technologies. Despite this is true, I strongly believe that there is room for journals that are focused on different specialties. Well, in my opinion, he is bringing to our team stability, in the sense that he is bridging the ones that play defense with the forward players, bringing balance and in a solid way, but still, in addition, he is able to put the ball in play in a clever way. So I think it has been a great added value for us.
A warm welcome, everybody, to EJNM 2019.
Small object, but of particular importance for all of us. And I will try to
thank all the people who over the years have supported me, especially the people from my department. They are sitting somewhere today, my family, especially my wife Rosa, who is sitting in row 2. I love you, Rosa.